Man.
called it that. Have you seen this? The Apostle David Taylor, full deposition.
What is this?
So there's this nigga David Taylor who calls himself the Apostle. He stole a shit ton of money from this one chick, and the chick who he stole, like, when I say stole money, I mean like convinced her to donate this money to the church. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars and shit like that. And so, bro, look at his forehead.
That's horrible. That's that Stephen A. Smith type shit.
Damn, bro, he guilty as fuck. But like, so her husband is divorcing her. They're getting a divorce, and because of all the money that they gave her, he has to fucking be deposed for all this shit, and it's like the most ridiculous shit you've ever seen. And like,
I don't think I've ever heard of this
you
shit.
can tell he's lying.
Time now is 2:41 p.m. in the matter of Deborah Ann Frazier versus Ricky Allen Frazier, case number 2010-773215-DM. There's a videotape deposition of David E. Taylor being taken at 2055 Orchard Lake Road, Sylvan, Michigan. Today is November 12, 2014. My name is Ed Boyke, legal videographer. Counsel, please introduce themselves to the record.
Colleen Renane appearing on behalf of Rick Frazier.
Jerry Cavalier on behalf of David E. Taylor.
Steve Jenkins appearing on behalf.
If he didn't like you and he was mad at you for something, in the middle of the congregation during prayer, he'll just be like, "Oh, you feeling the spirit," and just slap the shit out of him, like, bow. And you're supposed to fall on the floor and start seizing. And then, like, he's like, "Oh, Lord," and he'll put his hands on you, but he's really, like, slapping you in the face while he's doing it. He's like,
Jesus Christ.
You gotta wake him back up. So he's like, he's a piece of shit to his congregation. It's more of like a cult vibe than it's a church vibe.
Sure. Gregory Utuma on behalf of Rick Frazier.
Please have the witness form.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So, okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
This dude is like
Just
a
for
mix
the
of
record,
Bizarre
Mr.
and
Taylor,
fucking
you also
Stephen A.
go
Smith.
by the name of
Look
the
at
Apostle.
the fucking,
Yes.
Okay.
look at how he doesn't have a neck beard, but also doesn't have like a regular beard. So there's like just a thin line. He has like a little pencil beard. Like, niggas, if you a preacher and you got a pencil beard like this, nigga, you lying. Whatever the fuck you say. Every sermon that you say is a lie, nigga.
I would like to start by going over the records pursuant to the subpoena that we received and to clarify that we have what we've asked for. Thank you. I would state for the record that we have acknowledged that due to the time constraints and that we just received some of the documents that were kind of later than we expected.
I feel like if it's gone
that
this
we're
far,
going to have to continue this
you're definitely
deposition,
guilty.
and everyone's agreed on a date of January 9th, 2015.
So like, yeah, nigga, so this Rolls Royce that you got, is this for the church? Yeah, it's for the church. What about the Cartier watch? What about the 7 Cartier watches? You know, the church, this church bling.
fucking church.
You know, church
Churches.
bling. I have to have a different watch for every day because God blessed me and I have to, show my blessings. And so,
Yo, religion is the worst, bro. It's just so fun.
Watch, listen, the way he says it is just so fucking...
15 at 10 a.m. Is that
Agreed.
correct, Mr. Cavalier, Mr. Jenkins, and Mr. Utuma, whether you're here or not? I have prepared an order, my secretary has, regarding the deposition and the continuing jurisdiction of the court.
With those additional dates.
Okay, can I have you tell me, a date by which I can have that so it's in advance of the next deposition?
With ledger to you on disk for your.
What you're suggesting is in compliance with number 1 under the subpoena.
Okay, this is in partial
I
compliance.
feel like I've
with the
seen
decision.
him talk
Just if
about
you provided
that
me
shit.
no bank statements when we know that there are wire transfers.
Because no bank statement, I'm told by another representative of JMMI, would reflect that it's a direct deposit from Deborah Frazier.
A wire deposit? Wire transfer? You don't think a bank statement would show a direct wire transfer?
Okay, I'm
From
not
one
here to
person?
testify. You can ask this witness questions. If you think there's more information available, then then
right, well, let me
you and
ask
I
it
can
this
discuss
way.
it off the record.
Let's ask it this way. Do you agree to provide any bank statements that would reference?
Ask
Sir,
the
sir, I'm asking
deponent.
you. No, I'm asking you.
I'm not answering the question. You asked the witness.
Let me finish my question. Do you agree,
Slimy
pursuant to
ass.
the subpoena, as his attorney, to provide me with bank statements that would show any and all wire transfers from Deborah Frazier to JMMI or David Taylor, the Apostle?
If they exist, yes. But I don't know that they exist.
All right, I understand, but bank statements regarding
I
wire
don't know.
transfers.
Jesus, bro.
And I understand that
You know,
Biggest scam.
it's
The biggest
hard.
fucking scam, bro.
Does your bank save when you get a wire transfer or not? I mean, they don't really keep those records, do they? They're just like, this isn't important. Nobody would need to know this, right? Of course there's fucking bank statements from when you get a wire transfer. I'm sure there's fucking paperwork and statements for each transfer.
Oh,
deposit would be
Easy.
of course.
generic and not list on the bank statement who compiled that sum.
Counsel will look into wire transfers. I didn't make that specific
Just even looking at this
inquiry
nigga is
because
making me mad.
Bruh,
That's not what I mean.
I hate how he like nods when his lawyer says something. He's like almost like it's almost the way like a congregation member would nod when he's like, you know, within God says that you look upon him like
Yeah.
a rock and you hold him, and you like, yeah, preacher, yeah, you hold him. So every time the lawyer is like, we don't need to show you these papers, he's like, yeah, nigga, we don't need to show you.
You right.
Yes, bless and hold on to the rock, nigga, please, because it's my salvation, nigga.
wasn't
I've moved
specifically
on.
asked for.
I've moved on. I'm asking, I want bank statements
He gets so mad every time she talks, man. Like every time.
that show whenever Mrs. Frazier's check was deposited, even if it was among other.
You could tell this is very much a man that is not used to holding his tongue, right? In most situations, he's a man that if he doesn't like you, I'm gonna tell you I don't like you, bitch. But guess
Whoa,
what?
what?
No, look.
What I miss?
This dude is holding his tongue super hard. Check this out.
Other checks. But if you can point to this bank statement and say Mrs. Frazier's money was deposited on this day with or without other people, I want those bank statements. You have any objection to that?
If they exist, I'll provide them.
Yep.
Yes, Lord. Yes, if they exist, yes.
Well, you would acknowledge that if it was deposited, there'd be some statement, right? There'd be something that would show that.
Most likely.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, bro. He's like, damn it, nigga. Why did you do that? He's like, this nigga is giving up too much. Most likely, nigga. This nigga
Okay,
most
number
likely.
2, all records showing how Mrs. Deborah Frazier's donations to Joshua did to.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
there are
fuck that
different
dude.
services that I have, and we have people who attend those services, and they
Gonna be. Understand that on bank statements, it may not show only Deborah Frazier's deposit being made, but you obviously have bank statements that show, do they have a mortgage?
know it's paid off.
Man, I can't stand motherfuckers. I swear to God.
So do these Kingdom,
Motherfuckers like that.
I'm sorry, was it Kingdom Family?
KFC, Kingdom Family Church.
Did then they pay rent?
What?
Not really,
Is
no.
the acronym KFC?
I've given a lot of
KFC.
latitude so far in this very brief deposition, but the objection is to relevance. I don't know how this possibly relates to the
Your
issues
objection's noted.
of parenting time and or spousal support.
There's more to it than that.
Okay, you can go ahead and answer the question.
Wow.
So when you say your office, are you referring exclusively to this 20320 Superior Road building?
Yes.
You do not have an office in any
An
other
office?
city or state?
Yes, we do.
Okay, do you want to tell me about those?
And we're getting those more established.
black jersey
One in
guys
St.
do it,
Louis. If they're, you could stay overnight. Different leaders and also Penny.
But you acknowledge that you believe this 2.8 million is an error.
It has to be because the residential center is not paid off. So it couldn't be an asset, right? It's a liability. And that's how the banks would show it, right? You would know that, right?
I don't answer questions. This is the one way I
Okay,
ask
I'm just
you.
saying, I'm
Okay.
trying to get understanding.
All right, so tell me the residential center, did we get an address for that? Hmm? No, I need an
Yo,
address
fuck
for the
this
residential
dude.
center.
Fuck that dude, bro.
24,000. 10 page.
What is it?
10 page. We do.
And tell me about those.
Well, you know, we are a growing ministry and we're trying to establish asset administration. I think that'd be better for you to understand.
Why are you going back and forth
All
to
right,
the fucking
so
video?
there's 3 people in the financial administration, those 3 people you listed with Michelle?
Yes.
Okay, and you also referred to Michelle as an executive?
Yeah, she's the executive in the ministry.
He throws this bitch Michelle under the bus.
What does that mean?
Well, she execute all the departments and make sure everything is running smoothly overall in all the countries and the states.
No, wait, nigga, you.
Wow. Wow.
She executes all the departments overall, in general,
Bruh.
in all the countries, in all the states. How do you answer a question and like, what does she do? She executes all the departments completely. Nigga, how is that a non-answer?
So would she be the person that is supervising Deborah Frazier in her work?
Yes.
And Deborah Frazier is an unpaid
Yeah, she's
volunteer.
a volunteer staff. Mhm.
So it would be Michelle that would be able to tell me what exactly Deborah Frazier does when she's in St. Louis.
Yes.
That bitch Michelle is not here, strangely enough. Have you told them
Do you have
niggas
any
my
plans
name how
to
many
hire
times?
Deborah Frazier?
Yo,
yes,
I hate this nigga.
I really do.
And tell me about those.
Well, you know, we are a growing ministry and we're trying to establish more credibility on a massive scale with the bank for the
sorry,
size
with
of the
the what?
vision, with the bank for the size of the vision we have.
All right, take me back there for a minute. You're trying to establish more credibility for the bank?
Yes.
What
more,
bank?
Do I need to answer that?
If you can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously he knows.
Bank of America, you know,
Do I need to answer that?
and of course,
She's like, why did you even? Because the lawyer is like, nigga, why did you mention the bank at all?
that's it, right? That's all you
He's
need.
like, why did you mention the bank at all? He's like, yeah, for the bank. Nigga, what? I thought
He
you
opened
could
up
say-
that line of questioning right there.
Bro, I
Fucking
thought-
idiot.
I thought he could say like, oh, just trying to establish my reputation in the community. This nigga said credibility for the bank. Okay. All right, nigga.
Need to know.
Yo, he's opening this shit up for himself.
I asked you if you had
He's
any
fucking
plans
up.
to hire Deborah Frazier, and your
Yes.
response was you did,
Yes, we
that
do.
you were growing, and that you needed to
COVID is
establish
gonna hit
credibility
this
with the
nigga
Bank
the
of
same
America.
way
Well,
fucking
yeah,
old
we're-
age hit his
I
hairline.
was trying to say that in reference to we're establishing
That nigga
things
trying to
and
keep it
growing,
too.
and when we are at the size that we can hire more people, she would be one of the ones we would do that.
All right, so when you say you're growing, how do you count your size? What
God.
tool do you use? What variable do you use to demonstrate your size?
With multiple variables,
Okay.
variables,
Go ahead and list them all.
depending on what area. If you're talking about in size to the amount of people we're reaching through television and
Well, you
radio.
use that term, you want to grow. So what are you referring
Yes.
to?
Well, I mean, you asking a question
Money.
that I think you're basically referring to the previous question. So you're talking about growing financially is one thing, growing inside. So it's different, multiple variables.
Okay, let's go through them. You go through each variable for me. When you say growing in size,
This
what do you
nigga
mean?
is dumb as fuck,
well, like
bro.
I say, that's multiple. Like it could be people.
Okay, let's start with people.
Yeah.
So how do you count people?
That's
Yo.
hard, other than by television exposure, the amount of responses through that, the amount of countries we are allowed into.
What countries are you in?
Well, through media, we're in 192 countries.
Say through what?
Through media, we're in 192 countries.
Tell me what that means.
We're reaching 192 countries
How do you do that?
through a television network.
Is there a specific network you use?
Yeah, The Way TV out of California.
The Way, W-A-Y,
TV, yeah.
in
And
California?
also internet,
Like
live
7 niggas
streaming.
watching that entire.
How do you count how many people are doing that?
Well, they have ratings and ways you can figure out
I'm
who's,
sorry, am I hitting you?
who comes on.
You have ways to count,
Vaguely, but not quite, not fully. But we can see all the countries who are responding and all the people who are.
The way to answer that is, I'm not sure specifically. This motherfucker opening up a line of questions, bruh. The way to answer that is, I don't know how specifically they count their ratings. They just give me the numbers, and that's what they are. I don't think they would lie to me about their numbers. But
Am I lying though? He's
Specific.
opening up fucking more questions.
Oh yeah, he is absolutely. I
Fucking
know because
idiot.
this is what I do to people.
He's like, yeah, nigga, the bank, you know. The bank? What bank? Do I have to answer that? The fucking lawyer was like, yeah, nigga, you wouldn't if you never said
You brought the
bank.
shit up.
So yes, if you know what bank. And he's like, obviously I know what bank, nigga. Bank of America. Like, that's the most, like,
Responding from different countries
and how do you see that?
through
He keep
web,
going with it too.
web analysis.
Is there data available?
He's like, he doesn't understand that this white bitch is not as
Yeah.
smart as me.
There should
Nigga,
be.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you realize it.
There should
Oh,
be.
she's
That's
killing
not
him
something
right
you look at?
now. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I do look at it.
So there is.
Yeah, it should be.
Should be or there is?
There is.
Okay, so what do you look at to discern how many countries are responding to you?
It's a web analysis they have.
Who's they?
There's a web analysis named Get Clicky. That's one. Another one is Stat Counter.
Yo, he telling.
And I don't think neither one of them is totally accurate.
And that tells you what information?
I think they're accurate maybe 87, 89%.
With what information?
How the amount of people responding from different countries.
Okay, what's your understanding the amount of people responding from different countries?
Well, I know it's in over 192 countries.
No, I understand, but we're talking about people, not countries. You said you could tell how many people were responding.
You gotta put the
yeah,
LA Noir interrogation music over this.
That's only through, you can't always gauge by just someone responding because many people can look.
Savings,
And
3,567,000.
And just in the corner, just every time she asks a
3,567
question, he answers, like,
$100.
just the doubt
What is
button gets
that?
clicked.
That's putting money aside.
Oh, she's
from
fucking
the,
killing him right now.
Hold on.
She's getting
Yeah.
everything
Here's
she
where we
wants
get
to
the
know.
fucking ridiculous
And this
part.
motherfucker.
SAFE, savings. SAVINGS.
The only savings I know about is my account that I put money aside for the ministry to save finances, so we don't spend everything.
Is that something that's referred to as safe savings?
Yes, I guess if that's on there, is that on there?
No,
on the
I'm
report?
asking you if that's your terminology. Safe savings refers to,
The savings account.
for, and what bank is that in?
It should be Bank of America. Well, we got another bank too.
What's the other one?
Cloverleaf.
Who's that?
Damn.
It's a smaller bank in Illinois.
What city is that?
Illinois.
What city? That's a state.
You know what? I don't know. I really don't.
How did you end up at Cloverleaf?
Through mutual connections with the VIP
With the VIP? What does that mean?
or the VP of
What-
the bank. I'm
The
sorry.
VIP.
What's this
The
person's
very
name?
important person.
Honestly, I don't know his name.
Is this somebody that you have mutual connections with?
No, my board has.
He is dying under
Who
pressure.
on your board has a
And who's
connection
on your
with the
board?
VP there?
Michelle.
Yeah, I knew it.
Instantly.
Yeah,
So what do you use
he's
that
so
bank for?
stupid.
So, like, how many times did you tell him my name? It only came up like once or twice. Michelle.
my
Michelle
God.
would know that.
Michelle.
Now, when they get Michelle, they're gonna be like, "All right, Michelle, I got 197 questions for you that David Taylor said that you would specifically know the answer to." The papers come in and I put them in the file cabinet. If it says A on the top, I put it in A. Now, if it says B on the top, I put it in B, but the second letter is R, so that goes after, and it's like all this bitch know how to do is put shit in alphabetical order. Like, what do you mean, Michelle? Like, this bitch don't know a single thing. This bitch can't count past 3. That bitch is like 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Exactly. This bitch can't say 4, bitch. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Like, bitch. That's who Michelle is. And, like, this nigga is like, yeah, Michelle would know. Michelle, so the savings bank in Ottawa has $378,000 missing from it. Do you know where these funds went?
Michelle would.
I don't know.
I think she would.
David Taylor's, look at this video. Michelle knows specifically where those funds are. So Michelle would know this. Oh, most definitely. 100% Michelle knows this. So Michelle, I've never even seen an offshore account. In where? Ottawa? Is that in the city of Illinois? It's like,
We have
they don't teach you shit in
a
this
secure
church.
line of credit with them.
And what's it secured by?
He keeps saying fucking words that he doesn't realize. We have a secured line of credit. What's it secured by? Fuck, nigga, I don't know.
Yo.
I don't.
Phrase
Look,
that
it's
like
like,
Secured by?
this is like,
secure line of credit
see, he's like, yeah, I know the answer to
with
this.
them.
And what's
After he asked that, he's like, yeah, bitch, you can't say nothing about that. Answered.
it secured by?
He's the type of dude you never want to
fuck.
be dirt with.
Oh fuck!
What's it secured by? Ooh.
Hmm.
Look, I'll give you a question. If she can foil your plan with one question, it's not a good plan. I'm sorry. You have not learned. If, like, literally, it's just like, if you're like, I know this fake driver's license off the top of my hand. It's like, hell yeah. If you take it, then what state is this in? Like, you look at the driver's license and you say shit like, oh man, wow, you're here from a long way. Oh, yeah. What state is this driver's license in?
Bro, this dude is giving her all the fucking ammunition.
Exactly. He just
Fucking idiot.
It's okay. Here's what's going through this nigga's head right now. I got this shit, bitch. I just answered this shit. You ain't got nothing for me.
And what's it secured by?
He's like, oh fuck, I have no idea. He's like, I have no idea what it's secured by. I'm gonna look at my lawyer. This nigga's no help. He's like, I gotta answer.
Will you phrase that a little bit
But he
more
has a
detail?
fucking
You said you
lawyer
had a
with him?
secured line of credit with
He
that
has a
bank.
lawyer
And
with
I'm
him.
Phrase that a
Look, he said, could you rephrase that a little better? Because he can't think.
Will you phrase that a little bit more detail?
You said you had a secured line of credit with that bank, and I'm
Yes.
asking you, what is it secured
Also
with?
blinking.
I mean, with our own cash flow.
That's not what a secured line of credit would mean. It's usually attached
He's
to
just
some
pulling
asset.
words out of his vocabulary. He's just like, oh, these are terms. I think this applies here.
He's
Oh, I
literally-
should have paid attention in financial literacy.
Bruh,
Oh, shit.
You can't go into a bank and say, I need to borrow money. I need to borrow a secured line of credit. A secured line
Yeah.
of credit, if you guys don't know, is a line of credit that you have, but you put down collateral, right? So you say, I own this house. Let me borrow $100,000. Okay? And they'll say, okay, if you don't pay this $100,000, then we get the house. So that's what a secured line of credit is. You can't say, I have a secured line of credit. Okay, what do you want? What is your asset? I'm about to make hella money, nigga. That's my asset. Wait.
Yeah.
What? Like, yeah, no.
Bash says,
My
Bash
cash
says the
flow,
Lord
nigga.
secured it. The Lord secured
bruh.
Bring it back 15
It's
seconds
secured
because I want to
by
hear that shit
Jesus.
again. That shit was
He
hilarious.
said it was secured with my own cash flow.
I mean, with our
Yeah,
own
no.
cash flow.
Bring it back 15 seconds. Yeah.
Will you phrase that a little bit more detail?
You said you had a secured line of credit with that bank, and I'm asking you, what is
I love the look where he's like, oh yeah, it's the same question. Damn. Fuck.
it secured with?
We ain't answering.
I mean, with our own cash flow.
Because he can't say all the property that she's brought up so far. He's like, oh, well, we don't own that. That's a lease. That's, that's not an asset. That's a liability is what they would. That's not an asset. Even though it's like, it clearly says you own this property. We don't. We're still paying. Definitely. We can't. Do we? No, we don't. We definitely.
I mean, we got the deed right here.
They're like, yeah, we have. They're like, do you realize what discovery is? That's when your lawyers give us all of your financial information because that's what is required of them by law. And then he looks over at his lawyer. He's like, wait, you gave this bitch everything?
Yo, his lawyer right now must be this. Oh, he's like looking at him like, yo, shut the fuck up,
This
bro.
bitch has everything right now? That's what the fuck, yes, nigga. She
That's
has
not what-
everything, nigga.
Into a savings so you could build up cash.
Yes, that was my fault. Yes.
Okay, so that is on a document that you presented as a ledger that is JMMI in the corner.
Well, let's be clear that
Yes.
the JMMI in the corner was produced by my office. The JMMI was something that we put on there to reference for our retrieval
Yeah, but this
Today?
says personal.
yesterday.
This man looks lost.
So,
So now that I know it's personal, now I can address this more accurately. I was wrong. I have a ministry account where we save money in our ministry, but I also have a personal account that any money that comes to me, I put aside a certain amount each month.
what do you mean money that comes to you?
Well, I get a salary, and for a while, my salary was bigger, $70,000 a year, but then I cut that in half to about 30 to 27,000.
Well, this reference for July 23rd, 2013 that says La Marcia McDonald monthly safe savings.
Yeah, she's over some of my personal affairs and taking things out and adhering to kind of some of the things I want done with my account. So that's what that means. This is not, none of this is ministry. This is all personal.
Well, then I don't have the ministry's ledger. He's saying this is personal.
He's an idiot.
Oh, the ministry is in the back.
It's when it's like you get caught lying, but like the principal. Like I remember there were these teachers that would go out of the way to make me look stupid when I was actually lying. So I would be fucking around in class instead of doing the warm-up problem. She's like, okay, let me see your warm-up. I'm like, okay, I pull out my warm-up. So I start opening my binder, and I'm turning the page, and and I kind of look at her like, how far you want to go with this? Because we can go all day.
Bro, It's kind of like, you know, you go home and your mom's like, yo, where's your report card? And you're looking through your whole fucking backpack.
Exactly.
Oh,
like
I don't know.
Pulling out old ass fucking papers from like 3 years ago. Knowing
Hold on, I got it for you. Just.
I got it. Just hold on.
Just
Let me keep looking.
She's gonna forget it. No, nigga.
Nah, where the fuck's it at? He's literally doing that right there in that scene, right there.
Back on the record at 5:37.
You have to answer out
I
loud.
don't like this dude, man.
So you said when you're 17, you appeared in a dream.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Here we go. This is great.
No, I actually said.
Wait,
Ever
what?
had a physical or sexual relationship with him?
Objection.
Same objection.
Okay, that's fine.
Relevance, prejudice.
Whoa, what?
I mean, that,
Did you
I
ever
I can
fuck
tell you
the
later.
chick, the wife,
No, it's not.
in this?
Have you ever had a physical or sexual relationship with Debbie Frazier?
Objection.
Can I answer?
Sure.
Of course not.
You see the fucking grin? He's just like, yeah, I did. you know I went balls deep in them walls.
You know what's really funny though? I think
You can't hide it.
she's super old. So like, imagine if he really he's saying of course not because she's 60. But like the idea that he actually did is like he's like take out them teeth and suck my dick, old bitch.
Look at his face right there.
He's like yeah, I had to eat that box. I did. I had to do it for the money. She's like I need you to.
I had to do it for Jesus.
Are you gonna donate to the church? She's like I donate to the church if you.
Hey, yo, God did.
Send them
God
lips.
did. Right?
If you
Jesus
send them
Christ.
lips on me. If you unleash the lips, David.
No, but go back. I mean, just go back a few seconds. He like cracks a fucking like smile like right there.
Of course not.
Right there. Boom. That is the yes. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, he did.
He was thinking about it right there in that moment. He was thinking about it.
Like that's me when like
he's like,
someone
"It's so
asks me
bad."
like when someone asks me like Rui, did you suck that? I'm just like nah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, of course I did. That's the same smile.
Such a horrible person, man. I can't stand people.
Ah, man, world's full of people like this. I mean, no one's innocent.
I mean, no one's innocent, but no one's doing this type of. I mean, not nobody. But
Yeah, I mean, this guy's doing this type of thing.
look at him.
Prime example. Yeah, look,
I hate
shit
this
eating
guy.
grin.
Hate this guy, and I don't even know him. Just listening to him fucking lie. So, like, you're in a disposition. I can't even say it right now. He's getting fucking interrogated right now,
Yeah,
and he's just leading and leading and leading.
and his lawyer
To
ain't
his-
doing shit.
Yeah, no, he's just leading to his demise. He's just fucking idiot. Like, come on, man. Fucking idiots, man. I can't.
Bruh.
So horrible.
I hope he's
You
locked
refer
up.
to seeing Jesus face to face. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, and what does that mean?
Oh.
Oh! I can handle this one. I can handle this.
What do I do?
Yep.
I'd love to answer that one. Well, I mean, he appeared to me in a dream like he's done people in the Bible, and he changed my life
And when was that?
when I was 17 years old.
Okay. And has he appeared since?
Yes.
And when would that be?
I can't tell you. It's just been different years, times.
Nah.
If God talked to me, nigga, I would remember the date, time. I'd be like,
I
yeah,
would
nigga,
write that shit down
November 20th
immediately.
At 3:27 a.m., that nigga was like, hey, watch out for them niggas in the south side. Clap, clap.
Like I know dreams are all cognitive stuff, but like, yeah, if God appeared, I'd still write that down. I'd just be like, oh, shit, fucking God appeared.
Right,
I don't really like believe in it, but
Yeah,
like
nigga,
that's still noteworthy.
When did you talk to God? It was dates and times, nigga. I don't, kind of recently, sort of dates and time. What?
Yeah, me, I
Nigga
could be
look like
like,
a
yeah,
demon.
one time in 22, one time in 23, one time in 24. I tell you the months too. November, January, fucking December of 2024.
Bruh.
Talk to Jesus. That will be me. Just
Dates and times.
all the
nigga,
dates.
Fuck you mean?
Jesus
Yo,
face to
tax the
face.
churches. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's just been.
I think I remember waking up
What
around
do I
11 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You can still answer.
Or 11 a.m.
What
Fuck,
do I need
you
to?
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just not- well, it's just been more than once or twice, 3 times. It's been multiple.
The lady.
Okay, just as an approximation. If
You
you
can't
said
even
this started
make
when you were
up
17,
dates.
Yeah, I just rather not answer by numbers because I don't know.
This is what's going on right now.
Are you testifying or objecting?
I'm
but exactly where it is.
Yeah.
But you keep representing or referencing.
I'm trying to give you a reference point, so you can.
How did you end up in Port Huron?
Well, I have relationships up there with churches, and that church is very close in our organization.
So explain to me what happened on that occasion.
It's the most vague end. I have relationships with organizations and those organizations.
I
Churches.
ate the vicar's box.
Like, nigga, what?
So it was the chapter right before Sodom and Gomorrah.
Is your ministry biblically based?
Yeah. Of course, I'm quoting scriptures showing you.
Not
what it is.
exactly.
I am.
Not exactly.
Basically appeared to me that showed me something that he wanted me to say
I know.
to somebody.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
He basically appeared to me to share what he wanted me to say to somebody. You can't understand me if you don't have any point of reference.
So you're saying that there is an office that's referred to as the as
have you ever
an
heard
apostle?
of a pastor? Are you familiar with pastor? Because an apostle is a pastor. I'm trying to answer.
He keeps asking her, like, do you know about black churches? Do you know about this? And he's like, his excuse is if you don't have a point of reference, then you can't understand.
Would you please?
Just proceed with questions
Okay.
and answers.
Okay.
And I'm going to object to the form of your question. It's argumentative.
Yes.
He's trying to explain that an apostle is similar to pastor,
Yes.
similar to ministers.
I think you're testifying, but that would be.
But an apostle is not. An apostle is
It's
a person
not.
that is specifically sent by God himself, right? So he has a higher degree. It's like a pastor is somebody who's like, you know what? I have a really good understanding of the Bible. I think I can explain this to people so that they can understand it a little
pastor-
bit better.
Yeah.
And the apostle is like, nigga, God told me that y'all need to listen to me so we can, do God's will. Like, that's completely different. I want to hear what he's talking about his
100%.
shit.
You refer to yourself with what kinds of titles besides apostle?
Let me hear this.
Evangelist. And you can just drop your
Right.
also just
She knows some
evangelist
shit.
or
What about
pastor.
daddy?
It's fine.
She's gonna
And
watch
what
it.
a pastor usually refers to a church that you're over which you're a pastor. Where would that be?
Well, I mean, I shepherd leaders and other pastors, so I train them.
But if you look up pastor, it refers to being a pastor over a church, a specific place.
Yes, so I would be more of a bishop, or that's what an apostle is,
I'm a
over
bishop,
churches.
He's
Other
just
leaders,
changing his
yes.
fucking titles.
Over other leaders.
He's everything.
Who made you a bishop?
Less
Bishop,
of God.
apostle,
Well, first of
pastor.
all, God did.
I've
That's
got
through
every. My
God.
dick's
That's
that
not
big.
through any religious
I love the
At least he-
because there's like an actual organization. You have to get put through certain, like, you can't just say you're a pastor. You can't, like, there's shit you gotta go through, nigga. You can't just be like, who made you a bishop? And then you laugh and say, well, God. Like, no, nigga, you got the paperwork to show that you're a bishop, nigga?
Hey, at least he didn't say disciple. At least he didn't go that far.
He's
I don't
the
know.
13th disciple, nigga. He's like, yeah, I get the fuck Mary Magdalene.
I feel
too.
like it's
That
coming.
nigga was. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the one black disciple cucks fucking Jesus? It was like the 13th one. Mary Magdalene is like, Sir David, you cannot. Oh, this is not right. And don't worry about Sir David, Jesus. He's fine. We're just friends. There's no need for you to worry about. And then he fucking walks in on them in the bathhouse, and she is on her knees, just Sir David down her throat.
Oh God!
And then God is like,
Oh my God!
God is like, I shall smite all black men with long dicks now. You shall never love a woman. You shall always cheat. Your child shall not know your face, for you shall hate theirs. It is like, you shall be smitten.
I shall cast plague upon the black folk, white people.
This nigga was like,
and they will oppress you for years to come.
It's hard for me to finish while you smiting me. Can you go outside while I finish with Mary? And she'll be out there in a second. Jesus is like, okay. It's just like, damn.
This is the motherfucker that he's the reason for slavery at
He's
this point
like,
right now.
He's like, yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, oh yeah, you laughing now? Okay, we're gonna see what happens to your people. He's just like, Jesus, it's just,
you're gonna see some boats. You're gonna get on them.
It's fine, Jesus.
God.
I only gave him my mouth and my ass. The pussy is still for you. It's like, bitch, I saw him fucking you in the pussy. Okay, yeah, we did a little bit of the pussy. Just, he only did like maybe 7 strokes. It's fine. Don't even worry.
Only 7.
Hey,
only 7.
You just see the cum just dripping out of the pussy, like
bruh, just out of everything, bro. He's like, yeah.
Oh,
fuck
the
that
cream
bitch.
pie.
Meanwhile, you talked to her. She's like, we had sex, but it wasn't even really like sex. It was like the most technical version of sex. You got to go to him to get the real story. He's like, I did everything to that bitch, and she ate my ass. Jesus came in at the very end when she was cleaning up her mess, if you know what I mean. But then he came in looking all sad, and then she had to go take care of him. I don't even think the bitch washed her face when she went out there. It's like God is like, I'm smiting all of them. He's like, it's not like what those Jewish people did to me with their noses the week before. That the Jews are getting it too.
With their noses.
The Jews are getting it too. They're like, they might not have dicks on them, but they got noses. They can definitely work a split with the nostril.
The Jews will get it out of the way early. The blacks, they're gonna be taking this for a long time.
Yeah, the blacks they're gonna have issues because the blacks are extra disrespectful when we fuck other niggas' bitches. Especially with like, yeah, nigga, she said it was bigger than your shit.
You take pictures and you send them.
Bruh, it's literally, it's a difference when like you hear about your girl getting fucked. It is a difference when you see the picture of like the dick on her face, like in your fucking
bitch?
iPhone.
So disrespectful.
Random number, like this you nigga? Really, you gonna do it from a fake number too, nigga? Like, yeah, go ahead, show that to your girl so y'all can break up and I can do this shit some more. Like, damn it, nigga. Like, I don't know. It's like,
what the fuck do I do?
As soon as I break
That's
up,
such a power play.
You gonna be getting hella videos of me just smashing your girl and her being able to stay the night now because she don't gotta worry about your bitch ass. And you like, man, I gotta find and kill this nigga. Like, that's the only way. You gotta wait for her to cheat.
That's the only redemption.
He gonna do some disrespectful shit. He gonna be trying to fuck in your bed and shit. So you're gonna just wait and you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm going to work, babe. Don't even worry about it. Software engineer. And then you in the other apartment that you done rented out because you got money like that because you a software engineer, nigga. And you just waiting to hear like, what's up, baby? That bitch ass nigga drop out yet? And you're like, I'm gonna kill him while he's inside the pussy and fucking really learn her. Little does he know.
That's like some guilty conscience type shit, right?
This nigga walks in, he is deep inside her fucking asshole. So he's surprised. He's like, oh. The shot goes up, fucking shoots her in the head, blows her brains out. She clenches on this nigga's dick as the last thing. So he's like, oh! It's like a vice grip on his dick where she's just, he can't pull out of her ass. It's like, oh! She's fucking, it's like, he's like, oh! He's tripping on. He's like, oh my God, Sandra, no, I didn't mean to do this to you. I just wanted to kill the nigger. And then he's going to prison for a hate crime. I'm like, you know, the black dude is never gonna be the same again. He's actually fucking dudes now. He's like the only thing that'll get me away from that nasty white woman's asshole, or these black men, like these black Atlanta niggas assholes. And it's like, okay, cool.
I like the storytelling right there. That was a whole fucking chapter right there.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's what happens. That's the end. You know, Sandra, you get cucked, you get fucked. You know. If I had an animator, we'd already be millionaires. But